Welcome to my golden garage and welcome to another Jeep update vlog. This time I am changing the starter on my Jeep because I should be at work right now, but the starter crapped out on me. This is on a 2004 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the 4.0 manual transmission. Had to push start it, run down to the auto parts store. I just picked up a Car Quest, not even heard of the brand before. I wanted to go with one that's more reputable, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you've used this starter before. From the battery with a 13mm socket. And then once that's loose, so right there should be good. That's not going to be moving anywhere. Now then we want to go down to the starter. To be extra safe, you just want to put the key in the ignition and turn the ignition on. Make sure there is no draw in the lines. It is good to go. So what we're going to be looking at on the actual starter on the Jeep is there's a clip right here that you're going to pop off, and then you're going to unscrew this nut right there, which should be a 15mm. There is the old starter. Not sure how long it's been on this Jeep, but I've owned the Jeep for over a year now, almost 2 years now, coming February. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna remove this pin. Just gonna wiggle that out. You might want to have some eye protection on because of dirt and debris. Got the pin off, and turns out this is actually not a 15mm. Turns out it's a 13mm. See all the debris falling off? So let's just get this loose, and then we will get the starter out. And another quick tip, remove any watches you have on if you don't want them to get all scuffed up. There we go, get that out of the way. Now there's 2 bolts we're going to remove on the back of the starter. One on this side and one right here on the bottom. So for those next 2 bolts, they are going to be a 14mm. Okay, so this thing does not want to come free, so let's get a little persuasive, shall we? Basically, we're just going to put this on here, and we're going to use some force. There we go, she broke free. That's the noise I love to hear. Now we can do it by hand. And then the other one is actually a 15mm, if it'll focus. There we go. And that's the one on the top. So let's get this thing broken off. Hopefully not broken, but persuaded off. All right, let's get this bad boy pulled out of here. Don't want to scrape my frame up. There we go. Hopefully the frame is fine for the winter. Let's just take a look at this old crusty one. Whew. Oh, look at that. There's a spider in there. Amazing. With the new one, I did lube it up with some QuantumCoat. Put it right in there where this lifts up. So if you take a screwdriver, place it right there. I'll put a little arrow. You can actually pop that up and squirt some lube in there. And then I also put some lube right in there because this whole thing here pivots up and down to engage the starter. So now let's go put this one in. Should be hopefully pretty straightforward. One pro tip too is you don't want to put these on too tight before you get the other one on, or else it's going to come in at an angle. Like I put the bottom one on here so I have that a little loose. That way this is still flexible so you can get it straight on there. Now I've got this wire on there. You want to put the nut on the outside like that. And let's get this tightened down there. It's a little dirty looking. That thing should just slide right on there. It's snapped right into place. So now let me get my 13mm socket and tighten this down. So we take the negative terminal, put it back on there. Make sure these wires are out of the way. And I'm going to use 2 hands for this, but it should be good to go. All right, let's start the Jeep up and see if she starts. Neutral position, parking brake still engaged. All right, looks like it works perfectly fine. Perfect startup. Look at those beautiful headlights. If you didn't check out that video, go check out that video. I'll have the link to it in the description of the video. And check out the playlists down below as well. Let's give her a good rev really quick. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already, as well as hitting the little bell icon on the channel. That way you stay notified when the videos go up and when we do live streams on my gaming channel. Take it easy, guys.